Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel React and Chill with me, Dika. So last time on This Is Us, further went into, well, we kind of got a good idea of what the relationship was like between the triplets, and Kevin's relationship was definitely strained growing up. And Kevin himself feels like he wasn't a good brother for Randall. The relationship between Randall and his biological father was at some points was a bit tense, and obviously his biological father seeing him as this perfect person. However, Beth, Randall's wife, was able to speak to his dad to let him know that actually he's too perfect for his own good, and actually recounts a story where he actually lost his sight leading up to the birth of their first daughter. But she had her suspicions with him, and obviously finally him telling them, you know, the bus ride he takes, he goes back to his own place because there's a cat there. A little bit inclination as to what things were like with Kate, especially growing up. She struggled with her weight her whole life, but I feel like there's more to that. Present day, Rebecca has turned up with Miguel, so I'm just wondering when that situation happened. And obviously with Kevin, he's still unfortunately contractually obligated with the network, but I think he's finally left. But obviously there was a threat and stuff, but I think he's able to finally go on his own. I also get the idea that he's had his own insecurities, and I'm wondering if we'll get a chance to get more from their backgrounds and see what happened. And then obviously, oh my god, with Rebecca and Miguel, but mainly Rebecca turning up, I wonder if Randall's going to tell her that he got in contact with the biological father, and I wonder how that conversation's going to go. But yes, that was a good wrap up. Again, it was another good episode. Toby helping Kate come out of her comfort zone, and obviously Toby trying to let her know that, you know what, for once I want to date you, I want us to have fun, I don't want it to be about the weight thing. But Kate letting him know will always be about the weight. Again, I have my suspicions that something deep rooted in her childhood or what happened when she was younger. So hopefully we'll get a chance to know more about that. But that was it. That's, I think, a fairly good wrap up of what happened in episode 2. So now we're about to start episode 3, Kyle. Oh, is that Randall's dad?
Hey!
Hi, baby.
What are you guys doing here?
We were on our way into the city and thought we'd stop by and say hi.
The man living with us?
What?
Daddy's back from work.
I had to be free. I've been to paradise, but
Her voice is gorgeous.
Luckily, I have all this fat to soften the blow.
How's your breakfast?
Steel cut oatmeal and egg white pancake with no salt, no sugar, no oil that you're making me eat.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Right?
You have an amazing voice, by the way. I did not know that you sang.
I did.
We're not moving all the way to New York City so I can do some lame off-Broadway comedy.
You want me to go with you?
Of course, yeah. There's no way I can do this without you.
I've got a feeling Kevin has some sort of dependency issues by the sounds of it.
Or pancakes are good.
I'm trying to have some sex.
Well, where is he? I'd like to meet him.
He's in it.
He was at the hospital.
Hey! He had a deal.
Deal?
I won't tell him.
Knowing that he could have known you, and that I kept him from them.
Rebecca, the deal we made was the right one. So?
He seems very nice.
No, stay.
No.
Dad's work friend doesn't eat a lot. You can have some of his dinner.
Promise to catch up with you about all this. Promise? Miguel, thanks for dropping by unexpectedly. Rewind. Thanks for dropping by. Always love it. Always love you guys.
Yeah, there's some tension there. Oof.
Hey, William, where you going? Home. Why? What happened? You got the doctor's appointment.
But I wasn't the one who raised you that way, Randall. I was reminded of that today.
Hey, just like that, you go? No goodbye to the girls?
The girls will be fine.
They'll be devastated.
They don't even know who I am.
You are getting in the car right now, and we are going to this doctor's appointment.
Where are you? All right, I'm getting overwhelmed. Pick up the phone.
He's really
Where are we going?
dependent on the sister.
No more background singing for you. Your voice is way too beautiful to only be heard in a bathroom. Today is your day, babe. Your first big gig.
Wait, what?
Yep, how you guys doing? We're great. She lost a baby, Jack. You can't just dismiss that. So did I. And you took your grief and you channeled it into action. Rebecca is just... She's going to have to do this in her own way, and you're just going to have to give her the space to do it.
Friend, J-Lo wishes she had that ass. Ladies and gentlemen, performing for one song only, Kate!
Come on, Kate.
Lying in my bed, I hear the clock ticking, think of you. Suitcase of memory, time after sometimes you die.
Well done, Kate.
I called her.
How? I deleted her number from your contacts.
I found it in the cloud. Got a little overwhelmed with the move, you know? I tried calling you, but you're not picking up.
I will be right over.
No. He.
Kate, I'm not some nut job who performs grand gestures for every girl that I go on a few dates with. Can't play second banana to your brother.
You have to. Everyone has to.
I'm not very well. You can probably tell. Baby didn't come from this. It came from love. So what'd you name the baby?
Kyle. I lost one of the babies during delivery, but your baby showed up at the hospital the very same morning. It felt like destiny.
Wonder if I can check on him from time to time.
No. No. I need to know that you're not going to come back for him. I need to know that I can move forward.
Right. Give him his own name.
What was the name of the poet you used to read her? Your favorite poet?
Maybe you'll see fit to give it to him someday.
I'm so sorry, babe.
Yeah, I don't know what I expected. Well, yes, I do. I expected to find a father who wasn't so damn sick. I should have looked for him years ago, but the girls could have grandpa all this time. Instead, I brought him here so they could what? Fall in love with a dying man.
And then afterwards, like I was on a high. Like I felt so free. Well, you called.
You
a
rang.
while ago, and you got pouty and mean.
Wait a minute, I called at that very moment and you actually answered the phone?
And I don't even need to be in a relationship.
You're fired.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kate, you're fired. You're the personal assistant to your brother. It's time we go at it alone for a while, you know?
Well done, Kevin. You're not just a pretty face.
You need to grow up a bit.
Yes.
I can't stop thinking about the one we lost, Jack. We have these new babies and I should be happy, but I just can't stop thinking about it. Yeah,
That's all I think about.
that was just me.
It's me too.
Glad they spoke about it.
When I ain't sleeping, mama.
I like to tell the girls who you are. Just thinking maybe first thing tomorrow. They'll have a lot of questions. Whatever they want to know. How'd you meet my mother? On a bus of all places.
So that was episode 3, Carl. Oh my goodness, I got quite emotional. Ooh, towards the end. I didn't mean to get that emotional. Ooh, okay. So let me wrap up what we found out towards the end. We found out that clearly everything that William told Randall was a lie. That he did remember him. He was even there at the hospital. he was Rebecca came to visit William, and you know, he wanted to come see him. He said that maybe, you know, he said that my child didn't come from this, maybe I'll be able to see him sometime, and she said no. And of course, present day, she had confronted him and told him basically, I don't want you coming to see him, or you know, you know, it would break his heart if he had known, he could have known you a long time ago. And I'm assuming she did that as a way, as a coping mechanism, because we did find out both herself and Jack were grieving the loss of their other child, the part of the triplet. So I guess it was a case of a reminder that he was not fully hers, and she needed him to, I think, make herself aware of that. She was going through a lot, so she was like, I don't want you to come. She's like, I won't be able to bond with him, like she said. And obviously the namesake, they named the kids after the doctor who delivered them, but he gave her the book, you know, the poem book, because he liked poetry, and that's where his name came from, Randall. And I also get this weird feeling that he doesn't like Miguel, like especially the way he was being a little bit too oversoft. Oh, excuse me. Especially when he was saying goodbye to them, him and Randall, or something has happened. So I'm wondering what that's about, and hopefully we'll get a chance to find that out. Kate, we found out, is an amazing singer. She's so good at singing, and Toby was so sweet. I mean, he's on the right mind frame. Is it just for the sex? I'm not sure, but he's definitely out there trying to at least get her to live her life outside of her weight, which is actually really nice. And I'm so happy Kevin called it out when he realised that, oh, Toby did all of this sort of stuff, and then at that moment in time, she answered his call, and he was like, you know what, I fire you, you no longer be my personal assistant. And I'm so glad. Like, I had to sense that there was this dependency beyond, you know, twin dependency, and she even said to Toby that you're going to have to play second fiddle to my brother. It's just always the case. And now I have a feeling that maybe it was more her dependent on him, because when he was like, you know, you can't be my personal assistant, she was like, well, who am I if I'm not your sister? So it'll be interesting to see how Kate develops as a person, because she's been very attached to her brother, and now Kevin's making the big move to New York to get into theatre, and like he said so himself, if we spend all this time talking about it, he's not going to go and she's not going to stay. So I'm glad that he was able to make that move. And I guess towards the end I got really emotional, because he wanted to be part of his life, and I suppose it's because of what the deal he made with Rebecca, he never came forward. And I also have a feeling, don't know if it's going to come out later, Jack wasn't aware of this either. So the deal and the fact that it was like, I'm going to tell the girls who you are, and when he perked up, oh, that got me so emotional, considering especially what Beth said to Randall, you don't have a lot of time left. And him wanting to get to know, like, he really feels bad, almost as if it's his fault that he should have found him sooner. You know, little does he know that his father wanted to make contact with him much sooner, but his mother prevented that. If that's going to come to light, I'm not sure. But that really, I could just feel the emotion was right there, how William perked up when Randall said, you know, maybe I'm gonna introduce the girls to you. I want them to know who you are. And then when he sat down and wanted to know about his mother, oh, you can even hear it in my voice still. But no, that was a good episode. So, and obviously we got a bit of that twin telepathy there at the end when Kevin felt the bump of the plane and Kate felt it. So this will be interesting. So we'll see what's going to happen next. I'm really enjoying it. It's been a couple of moments like that the show's got me, so it's not going to be long until you see it's not going to be long, can't even speak. It's not going to be long until you see full Waterworks soon. So yeah, just stay tuned. But that was it for this week. I'll see you guys next time.